Yo, what's going on with you YouTube? Jumpman Chris here. We're coming back at y'all with another vid, and today, sometimes like we like to do on the channel is like some holds, some sales, what's gonna happen to the shoe now after its release. This shoe in particular, since it was an Air Jordan 4 collab with an SB, the very first one, this was a pretty tough release. First of all, I think majority of the stocks was at skate shops. Like we saw the skate shops, they were doing first come first serve. People were camping out. It was mayhem throughout this whole release. This might be actually a pretty solid shoe to camp out for. Like if I wasn't going out of town last weekend, I had to go to San Diego, I would have camped out. But I did do a live raffle in San Diego, but I ended up taking an L. But it was a good time, man. Shouts to everyone. And this is the one I wasn't able to get a W on. I had to pay resell on these things, and these things are going for a decent amount. And then on sneakers today, today was sneakers app on Nike, and on sneakers today was about a little bit over 40,000 pairs. Doesn't seem like a lot. Sounds a lot, but trust me, that is not a lot. 40,000 pairs only, and the majority of the pairs was going to probably skate shops and maybe a couple tier zeros here and there. So this is a really tough release, it being an all white Air Jordan 4. The hype on this thing's already there, and it's a collab with the SB. Yeah, this one was pretty tough. So if you guys haven't noticed, the price has definitely went up from what it was prior to the release last Friday. They were like at 330, 350, and then they kind of went up. Some sizes, bigger sizes, are at like over 400 now. They kind of went up a little bit after today, because mainly, the whole impulse buying, the whole panic buying right now, the whole FOMO. I think this is going to be its highest price point right now. So if you guys have pairs in hand, I would probably sell right now. When the apps, when there's a release, they do a 50% off seller fees, and that kind of messes up the market and just drives the price down. But with this release, there was none of that. They're probably going to stay where this is probably going to be the highest price point that they're going to be at. I mean, if you're looking at right now, smaller sizes are at mid 300s to high 300s. And then bigger sizes 10.5 and up, are around 400. And even a size 11.5 and 12 are at mid 400s. So like I said, it is the highest price point that they are right now. Like I said, is this a good shoe to hold? Will the price go even higher? I mean, $450 is a lot of money, in my opinion. I would say go make your money now. Remember, these things retailed at $225 plus tax and shipping and all that stuff. Retail is about $240 to $250, depending on your state or where you're at, right? So it's a pretty expensive shoe, and it's expensive right now on the resale price. I kind of think in the next few weeks, once everyone gets pairs from sneakers, but it wasn't a lot out there, it should drive the price down a little bit. Like, I think they're gonna go down a little bit. That's why I said sell them now, make your money. A few weeks, if you see the price going down, you can re-buy them back, and then wait till the price kind of go up. Because I really think this is probably gonna be a pretty good hold. I see the shoe smaller sizes at least gonna be a 400, 450. Bigger sizes at least 500. In the long run, whenever that's going to be, could be during Christmas season. I mean, I know we had rumors that there might be another colorways of Air Jordan 4 SBs, but we don't know when that's going to happen. This might be the only colorway. So in it being the first one, this is actually usually first colorways that does pretty well. The OG colorways usually do the best, and they usually stay at the highest price point, unless they drop like an OG colorway, like a bread SB or something like that. That would be crazy. I did hear that the Black Cat SB was canned. That is not confirmed, or is not going to happen. So we don't know. They could do the SB4s only once a year. Could they be at the higher price point where they're at right now? I mean, honestly, I think this is a good sell now. If you want to invest in it, I think the price is way too high to invest in. Me personally, I don't plan on investing in this shoe. I think it's too high of a price point at $350 and $400 and hoping to go up some more. Like, that's just way too much capital out there. Maybe in a few weeks, they could, like I said, could go down and go jump right back in, and you can kind of quick flip them and move them. I think for this shoe here, for it being an SB and it's white and it has a little bit of green, I think there's always going to be demand for this shoe. The hype is out there. It's first collab, so there's always going to be demand for this shoe. Because if you look at the white Oreos, they're at $450, some at $500. That's probably where this is probably going to be at, like the white Oreo price point. but I don't think they're gonna do any higher. So that's why I'm saying I don't think it's worth the investment. You know, the price is already so high right now for it to go like another $100 up in the next few months. Maybe it might take a year. So typically I don't really like to invest in shoes that's over $300. Like I like to invest in shoes cheaper, wait for it to kind of go up because, you know, a little bit better for my capital and a little more room for me to make some more money. And also I really don't like to hold a lot of pairs anymore nowadays. So holding shoes is kind of like, it's almost kind of dying out. In my opinion, there are some good shoes on the market that is a good hold, like the Lost and Founds. That was a good hold if you guys held on to them after release date. Those went up skyrocket high. The Reimagines, I know they've been going crazy down, like way less than what I thought they were gonna be. But I think in the long run, those gonna do very, very well. That's another story, you know. Like I said, I'm just gonna wait for whenever the movie happens and see what price is gonna do. I think we're gonna wait for that and also wait till holiday season and stuff like that for the Reimagines. But the hype on the Reimagines kind of died out. But that's for these things here. For example, I think the hype is gonna always be there. There's always gonna be demand for the shoe. It's being a clean colorway, just being in an SB. There's always gonna be somewhat of a demand on this shoe here. But once the price go up so high, I just don't see many buyers gonna end up buying these. Like the military blacks have already, I think they plateaued, and same with, you know, pretty much all the other Air Jordan 4 colorways. You know, Red Thunders, they kind of just all plateaued and staggered where the price at, and that's where I think these things are gonna be at. Almost every size are super expensive. So final verdict, what I'm gonna say is I think this is gonna be a really good quick flip now. You know, make your money now. Especially if you got it for retail and you got them in hand right now, if you guys can sell them at 400 or high 300s, that's gonna be probably your best price point they're gonna get. Until if you want to start buying in, like if you want to get a personal pair, or if you do want to invest in, give it about like at least 2 weeks. Let the hype kind of settle out, let the market kind of settle down, and see where the price is gonna be at. I can see these things being at like smaller size, like I said, 320, bigger sizes, high 300s, even mid 300s, and that's where you can kind of make your investment in if you want to invest in these things. But like I said, me personally, I don't plan on investing in these things. I might buy a couple here and there and just kind of quick flip them and move them at events and stuff like that, but it's just a little too much for my capital. So like I said, obviously guys, if you don't have the capital, definitely don't make any investments. Quick flip it and move on to the next shoe. There's gonna be plenty of other shoes coming out later this year. We're getting a whole bunch of ones, some more Air Jordan 4s coming out later this year. I think it's what the red cements are coming out. I think that's gonna be a banger. We get another SBs. We're supposed to be getting a reimagined bread 4s, so there's a lot of 4s going out there. Trust me, Nike is going to milk the silhouette Air Jordan 4s as much as possible, just like they did on the Air Jordan 1s. They know it's hype, they know it sells out. But like I said, I think these things could, like I said, once people wear these things, beat them up, skating them, because it is a skate shoe, you're gonna have a lot less DS pairs out there. So these things could go out kind of quickly. I would say let's look at the market during holiday season, see what they'll be at, you know. But like I said, I don't plan on investing in it. It's way too expensive. I don't really like the hold stuff anymore. It's just, everything's just too expensive nowadays. It just, you know, there's a lot of shoes out there that's not even worth the investment, really. So, but that's just my thing, guys, you know, so good luck. Obviously, guys, hey, I'm not a sneaker guru. I can't tell the future. You know, I don't have a crystal ball or anything like that. I just tell you guys with my past experience and what I plan on doing. And I just tell 100% what I plan on doing. So that's the advice I give it. Obviously, go with your gut feeling. If you think these things are going to skyrocket up to 600, then 100% hold on to them. If you think they're going to tank down, flip them. You know what I mean? Or flip them as soon as possible. All I'm saying is go with your gut feeling. And obviously, this is all just my opinion. All right? Anyway, guys, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. If you guys don't mind, please hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if it's your first time here. Comment down below and please hit that bell for all the notifications when I do drop vids. And don't forget to follow me on all my social media at GermanChris on IG, Samsung on Twitter, and don't forget Snapchat. I'm also on TikTok. Anyway, guys, appreciate y'all. Love y'all. I'm GermanChris. Peace.